Hey, welcome back to the channel, CDN Classic Car Garage. Today we're going to do an oil change on the 1968 Mustang. Oh, and my son is going to help me out today in the garage. Have you got anything to say, son?
Subscribe to CDN Classic Car Garage and also subscribe to my YouTube channel, Cool Boy Gaming CDN. It's a gaming channel.
Yeah, he does a lot of gaming with Roblox and Minecraft and Among Us, and you'll enjoy it. He has a lot of videos up there, more than I do. So what are we going to need today to do an oil change? So I've got a little bit of stuff laid out here. We've got an oil drain pan, we've got a flashlight, we've got a 3/4 wrench for the oil drain plug, we've got a oil filter wrench. Today for the oil filter we are using a Fram PH8A, and we are just going to use, for the first oil change of the year, conventional oil 10W30 Quaker State. The oil capacity for this car is 4.3 liters, so I will put in 4 liters after we do the oil drain, and then I'll start it up. We'll check for leaks, and then we will top up the oil. So I'll check back in a second when we get under the car, both my son and I, and we will start draining the oil.
Oh yeah, and also remember that I'm going to be the guy who's holding the camera and stuff, so if it's kind of wobbly, then just remember that.
Okay, we'll check back in a second once we get under the car. Alright, we're under the car. I've set up the drain pan, we've got a light, got our 3/4 wrench, and I'm just going to loosen this plug here, and then we'll start the oil drain.
Remember, if you don't have the red light, you can use a flashlight. You can use a flashlight if you don't have that red light right there. If you don't have it, then you can just use a flashlight. Doesn't matter what light you use. There starts the oil. There's the oil. You seeing that? You see that oil?
That
That's
looks
a lot.
pretty dirty.
Yeah, that's a lot of oil. It looks like it's just an entire bar coming down. It doesn't even look like there's oil at all.
And when do we know to stop?
When the oil stops.
But how much does it stop? It has to get to like a very tiny drip, right?
Like a drip. Like once it gets to like just drip, 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 then we just stop.
All right, we'll check back when the oil's drained.
Okay, it's just about to start dripping. I think it's just like a super thin line now.
And up top, I'm going to pour some clean oil through the engine just to make sure all the dirty oil escapes. So you watch and you tell me when some clean oil starts pouring out.
Okay, me and the fans will start watching. So, yep. Oh, it's starting to go a little bit more. More starting to come out.
Is it clean or dirty?
It looks clean, I think. Yeah, it's really clean. It's like see-through.
Good.
It's like going as fast as it was earlier. When
Well, that's just to make sure we get all the dirty oil out. I just put some clean oil right through the engine.
Okay. Now, I'm going to pause it and we're going to be back when we do the next session. Alright, it's clean oil dripping out, so my dad's gonna put the drain plugs back in. And then we're gonna do the next thing. Okay.
All right, it's all tight, should be good.
Yep.
We'll get position for removing the oil filter, so we'll check back in a second.
Okay. See you in next session. Okay, so my dad is gonna put the wrench thingy around the oil filter, and he's gonna pull it out, and we're gonna let all the oil drain down there. So yeah, we're gonna replace this and put that into. This isn't the first time we've done an oil change. Well, I don't know what to do now. I'm just gonna hold it. We're gonna wait for the oil to start dropping. Oh, I'm gonna go down there. We're gonna see what we're gonna see. The oil seems like it's dripping a tiny bit. You can't really see it there, unfortunately.
All right, see if you can see. Come right here and see if you can see where I took the oil filter off, because I have to show right here. See where the light's shining?
Yep.
We'll show it.
Wait.
Then.
Oh. Right there.
You can see the stud just coming out right there.
Yeah, you
And
can
the oil's
barely
dripping.
see it. You can barely see that down there.
You can see the stud just coming out. What I'm going to check
It's
for...
about right there. You can see it.
All right, what I'm going to check for is when you take and look at the new oil filter, there's a gasket on the bottom. We have to make sure that the old oil filter gasket of the filter we just took off didn't stick. So I want to check it. Let me see the camera for a second, bud.
Okay. Now my dad has hold of the camera. Really sorry
And you
about
can
that
see
camera.
the base right there, and there is no gasket on there, so we are good.
Yep, it's really down there, and you can barely even see it.
All right, here, take the camera back.
Okay, I'm gonna take the camera. I have hold of the camera again.
So another thing that we need to do is we need to put a little bit of oil around this gasket here so that it doesn't, when the engine heats up, doesn't stick on here.
Oh.
So I'm just gonna get a little bit of oil. Just keep the camera there, please.
Okay. So yeah.
So I got a little bit of the new oil that we're gonna add, and I just put it around this gasket.
You.
All right, I'm gonna put this on. You're gonna show where I gotta put it on?
Yep, right in there somewhere. You can see it. You should be able to see that. Right in there. Right in there. And it's been put on. I'm gonna show a view from underneath of the car. So you should be able to see. You know what? I realized something. You can't see that. I thought you could see it. I don't really know that much stuff about cars.
All right, we can now add the clean oil.
Okay, the clean oil.
So I got a funnel set up here, this blue one.
Oh, don't
And
show
I'm-
your face.
Well, it's up to you.
I'm trying not to, but you keep moving your head closer. Okay.
Like I said at the beginning, we're gonna put 4 liters of oil in and then start it up, check for leaks, and then check the oil level
And
and top it up. Let me see, we got, you can see here on the side of the jar, it started with, was it 5 liters? So we should get down to maybe 2. We'll get down to 1 liter left. See that 1 liter mark?
yep,
We'll get there and then we'll start the truck. Or we'll start the Mustang.
it's not a truck, it's a Mustang.
It's a Mustang.
It's a classic car. Okay. The truck's over there. This is not a truck. This is a Mustang. It's a Mustang, not a truck. It's not a Ford truck, but now I can't show because my dad's right there. Anyway, what was that? Oh, don't let that fall. If that falls, I'm not gonna have a good ending.
You wanted to show the dirty oil, right?
Yep.
Are you still recording?
Yes, I'm still recording. Let's hope that this doesn't crash, because the last few times in between the recordings, it crashed, and I don't know why. It was very confused. Anyway, there's the old oil. It's all dirty. Look at that.
See how dirty it is.
Look at that is.
I'm going to start the car, so stand back.
Okay. Let's go back over here now. Try not to show your face, though. Checking the oil.
Yeah, we started it up. I waited till the oil pressure was correct, and we checked for leaks, and we're good, no leaks. So let's just check the oil level, and you can see
that the oil isn't that high. It's just right to the
full mark.
It's just up near the right there. You can't really see it because it's a bit blurry. Anyway.
So we're good. We don't need to add any more. And that should about do it. I think oil change is pretty simple on a Mustang, just oil and an oil filter. I typically grease all the suspension points at this every time I do an oil change, but I'm not going to do it this time. As I mentioned in my last video, I want to change out the grease fittings on the upper control arms, so I'm going to do a separate video to do that, and at that time I'll grease all the suspension points and show you a detailed. There's quite a few on these older cars, but hopefully that helps you. That's a 1968 Ford Mustang oil change. Father and son in the garage.
Yep. Remember to subscribe, smash that like button, comment, hit the bell. Also, go do that on my channel as well, and my dad's channel.
So once again, CDN Classic Car Garage.
Canadian Classic Car Garage.
Canadian Classic Car Garage. And what's your channel?
Cool Boy Gaming CDN.
All right. Subscribe to both channels. We appreciate it. Thanks for watching today. Thanks for your time.
I'll do a shout out on my channel as well for your channel.
All right. Bye.